Well, I'm a lawnmower man. I fix a lot of motors and whatnot around town. And if you like what you see, then subscribe to me and hit a like button too. And please do after the video. Well, whatever. Anyway, folks, this is Agrafab season here in Michigan. So let me flip this around and show you a little bit about what I did. Now this, I'm not telling you, I'm not showing you step by step, but I'll tell you. Okay, so here's what we're looking at. This is an Agrafab. And as you can see, we have a couple corpses. That's a corpse of the Agrafab. This is a corpse. That one there is a semi-corpse. And here is another corpse right there. Yep, that's what I call a corpse. So, as you can see, I got a lot of stuff here. Roundabout, whatnot, a few Agrafabs, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, these Agrafabs, unless they run at fairly high RPMs, or should I say, this is actually not an Agrafab, but it's basically an easy vac system, metal housing. These are the Agrafabs, Agrafab 1 and 2. And I got them for a really good deal. They told me all you have to do is put a bolt, half-inch standard bolt on the flywheel here, and put it right through the center where the bolt is. Take the other bolt out and put a half-inch standard in there, and it pops right off. And no, it's not doing it. So we'll see what happens eventually on that. Okay, but this one here, my newest project. I love these metal housed vacuum systems for your yard waste and leaf pickup, that kind of thing. Really like them because you have to have vacuum speed above what your zero turn puts out. How about that? Okay, so let me tell you a little bit of something. All right, and back to me. You have to really have those Agrafabs running high RPMs, and they do not like that. 4 cycles do not like major RPMs. Usually they're more of a low-end engine with the power. RPMs, you're looking at a 2-cycle usually, which I was actually toying about putting a 2-cycle on an Agrafab. But anyway, I haven't done that. Part of the reason is because, let me flip this. These leaf blowers, there's a leaf blower right there, what's left of it. You can take those off, unbolt them. You can see where they bolted to the bottom of the casing there, through the bottom of the engine area, horizontal shaft. And then you can unbolt what holds in the bracket, which is inside of this housing right here where the impeller is. You can sort of see the impeller here, right there. Okay, there's the impeller. So what I basically did was I had one of these housing pieces that might have been off like, one of these corpses right here. I don't know if my other corpse, yeah. The other corpse has a metal one. You can sort of see it over there. Has a metal one bolted off. So you unbolt that, and then you systematically match up where your bolts go in to this, which I got them covered with Gorilla tape. Beautiful thing to seal it all. Okay, you want it to be sealed all the way around the housing so you don't have air leaks. And so you can get the complete vacuum right out of this. Okay? But, say you get a blockage, then you can take your little relief piece here, which I believe I got this from, I don't know, something. It's studded, and it screws in. You unscrew it. You can slide this out because they slide out of these little bracket clip pieces here that's part of that metal housing, and then so on. So then I sort of bent this out a little more rounded instead of squared. Bent this out right here where the walk behind blower was. And then inside of here, when I popped this impeller off, it was really interesting how it popped off too, because I'm not recommending this. But I actually unbolted it from the engine with the bolt in there, and I started it up thinking, it probably stay on, but at least I can hear it run again, and that impeller came right off. So anyway, but you know, that's the main thing. So you take the impeller off, and then there is 4 bolts inside this housing behind the impeller that bolts to the engine. You take those 4 bolts off, get it disconnected from the bracket that's holding it at the bottom. There's 2 bolts at the bottom of this unit that partly held it to that piece over there for a walk behind blower. Then you can flip it up in the air and hook this hosing to it, and it'll blow in there. So there you have it. So now when I have it, I will show you here. I did the same thing with this, but there was something else I did that was sort of goofball. That didn't turn out real good. It wasn't like the actual engine. The engine that came with it was fine until it finally blew because it couldn't handle the RPMs. But then we put this other engine on here, Kohler, and Kohler muffler, bottom basically busted out from vibration. These vibrate quite a bit, actually. But this one here now, pull this over here, you got the on-off button, because that's how the leaf blower works. And now, it's on there pretty good because it bolts to the engine. Now this one here didn't really bolt to the engine. This other one didn't bolt to the engine too much. So it sort of rocked around. Then when a little bit of stress on the hose there that goes to your either riding lawnmower or your zero turn, which I have a couple zero turns, then it would rattle, clatter a little bit. Still work, but that there is going to be a prime candidate. I'm a lawn care guy, but I'm getting out of some of this stuff because leaf pickup, even with all of this working terrific, you still get clogs from wet leaves. And you know, it's so nice that they show when they're doing the leaf pickup, the leaves are all beautiful and just laying lovely like a blanket on the grass, and just real, not wet, not bad. Listen to me. If you're in Michigan, wet springs, wet falls, early snows and frosts, and it's awful. So anyway, I hope that helps someone. Listen, if your Agrafab blows a motor, buy a cheap walk behind leaf vac. Make sure you look at how the inlet is covered so that you can get a general idea of how you're going to be able to remanufacture the connection. And then buy one of those. Sometimes you can get those walk behind leaf vacs for $50 to $100. And these wonderful yard vacs here, especially with a chipper, you're looking at probably about $2,000 These here I'm a little unsure of with the metal housing because they're just beefy as all get out. And then the ones without the chipper, probably about $1,500. So that is not so hot. So anyway, I'm going to be posting some other videos from time to time. It's not super, I don't have a real flashy beginning or anything right now. But, you know, it's whatever it is. One other thing I might drop as a quick note, being it's approaching fall and colors are starting to come out a little bit early this year for some reason. All right. If you are looking to buy a leaf vac, okay, there's many of them out there. I've tried, I don't know, maybe a couple, 2 or 3. But this one here, this old Craftsman with a plastic sort of vacuum housing on the bottom there, these babies are amazing. I can't believe how it sucks leaves. These things can suck leaves at turbo speed. I actually ran behind one before when I was sucking up leaves from a maple tree, or should I say more than one maple tree in our backyard. And this little monster here does it. Now they have a little hose attachment area for the front for getting tight spots, I guess, whatever. And I don't have a hose to this, but I'm sure I could make one. But other than other than that, I don't have a use for that part of it. Even the chipper worked pretty good. I mean, I can't use real big branches in there, but it ripped a branch all the pieces that I put in there. Pretty nice. They make a pretty good heavy-duty bag. You know, pretty nice mesh on it. You know, fits on the bar, and then you just unzip the bag and dump it. You know, and then come back, do it again. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with these. But we are going to post some more videos as we go along. So I hope this was helpful. Don't throw away your yard vac because the engine went crap and you can't get the impeller off, no matter how easy they tell you it works. Now, possibly with a torch, you could heat it up and pop it off, put a different engine on there. But I have yet to put a 2-cycle engine on there that would be high RPMs. But I believe that would be the cat's meow. So, for now, I am a lawnmower man. I fix a lot of mowers all over this town. So please hit the like button and subscribe if you want. There's going to be a few videos here and there. I'm not quite a big video person, but you might see some fun stuff eventually. So, God bless, and we will talk to you later. Bye now.